Going on, my Leos, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for April. Let's hope this is good. I hope you guys are well. All right, so I want to start just with an energy, and then we'll get into the past, present, and future mode. All right, what is going on for the sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is going on with my lions? Let me just tilt this down a little bit, guys, so you can see the table a bit. I have like cards all over the place. All right. Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. All right, so what is the energy around my lions right now? All right, so we got the King of Swords in the reverse, okay? That can be a tough cookie sort of energy, so let's see why that's popping up. We have the Princess of Wands in the reverse, so that would be the Page of Wands reversed. Okay. 10 of Cups reversed, 4 of Discs reversed. So, Leo, someone pissed you the fuck off. That's what it comes down to. There is a certain truth that came out. And with this truth, it's like someone feels debilitated. And then Strength, that's your card. So something threw you off. And I think that this is something that you have the power in whether it stays in your life or not, okay? But it shows that now you're able to create either a lot of wealth or something that's going to be in your life long term because of something you saw for what it was. When you have the Four of Swords in the reverse, you know, that talks about when we're finally out of a stagnant place. Okay, so I'm not sitting here and thinking anymore. I'm actually doing, I'm making action. I'm making, strides. I'm clear now, okay? We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Sun card, the Four of Wands, all right? For some of you, there could be something that returns from the past, okay? Whether it's love, an ex-friend, whatever. But remember that in some cases, an ex is an example of what you don't want, because I think that there is some sort of secret that is revealed or something that comes out where you guys are kind of like, listen, I'm going to have to let this go and I'm going to have to part ways. And, that's unfortunate, but this was too much of a burden. Okay. Why is this King of Swords here? Why is this King of Swords here? Let's see if I can get this card. We have the King of Wands. All right. So the fact that your energy is under the King of Swords reversed, I feel like you guys heavily protect yourself from something. And I know I haven't mentioned this in a while, but I see the Leo switch. All right. Where everything can be good, but it's like at a flick of a wrist, you guys can be totally in another mindset. You could be totally in another place. So it's like from day to night, it's like, look, I could have loved you today, or I could have been cool with you today, but I just found that shit out. And then the next morning, the person calls you and it's blocked. They can't get a hold of you. They try to go to your social media. They're blocked there too. They try to go to WhatsApp. You're blocked there too. Like, they even send you an email and it gets returned to them. All right. So that's kind of the tip I see you guys on. We have the Five of Swords. So this is something that was conflicting, guys. And you guys are like, you know what? I opt out. I'm sorry. We have the Seven of Pentacles, 7 of Discs here. So you guys are in a place where it's like, look, that didn't take me to where I wanted to be. That didn't make me happy in the way, that I wanted to be happy. But I'm strong enough to be patient for better. Hierophant, all right? This had to happen, Leo. This is part of the plan, the bigger plan. This is part of your path. This is my favorite card in the deck because it's just the most straight up card in my opinion. If it's upright, you got your shit together, you're going through exactly what you need to go through. When it's in the reverse, it's, okay, now you got to look in the mirror because you're fucking up somehow, okay? And you're deterring yourself from the path you're supposed to be on in life. So even when something difficult is happening, when this card comes up, it gives me nothing but hope, okay? It's letting me know I'm not going through this for no reason. I'm going through this because there's something I need to learn so I can be a better version. So I can be Lisette 2.0 instead of Lisette 1.0. All right? And what this is, guys, with the Emperor reverse is that whether it could have been somebody else, maybe someone was just playing a lot of games. For some of you, maybe it was an Aries or Virgo. Okay, we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here too. Okay, but it's like there's an energy that was not being truthful, an energy that was wearing a mask. So you could have been dealing with someone who was like that, or you have to be honest with yourself. Have you been living in a way that is very authentic to you? Okay, are you in the place that you love to work in? Is there something in your life that is forced? Is there something that you're doing to kind of blend in with the crowd? And if that's the case, you're not supposed to blend right now. Okay, but it definitely makes you cut somebody off. And this, you guys make this judgment with a clear mind. Okay, and then you know how I always tell you guys, look, we have to teach the universe how to treat us. When someone fucks up, or when there's something that's like, wow, you really have no respect for me, if you keep allowing that, the universe is going to keep disrespecting you. But if you put your foot down and you do the Leo switch, and the person's like, oh my God, the lights went off, Leo, where are you? And you're out, you're miles away. That's when you have good things come in. So you guys have that switch moment, and this is what it brings you. Ace of Cups, because you did what? You stood your ground. All right? Let that Leo pride, sink in for this. This is something you definitely have to put your pride before whatever situation it is. It could be bad sometimes to, be prideful and follow path. Okay? So I don't want to sound like narcissistic or anything like that. That's not the approach. It's just pride in like, hey, I know who the fuck I am. You're not about to put me through that. Get out of here. No way. All right? All right, guys. So past, present, and future. What is going on with Leos? I like this change for you guys a lot. Yeah, you guys are going to do absolutely what you need to do, even if it hurts, and it's going to pay off big time. Yeah, I feel like something is really getting cut off, and I think it's you guys choosing to do it. Okay, all right. All right, guys, so the energy that you have here is a Three of Swords, okay? So this could be heartbreak. This could be devastation. And I feel that this is because of something you were not aware of, okay? And it makes you make a very strong decision where it's like, look, I'm going to turn my back on this and I'm really going to build, okay? For some of you, it could have been a lover or someone that was close to you. But for some, it could be a third-party situation. For others, it's like, I see the truth in who you are. I just don't want to be friends with you. Okay, straight up. There's someone who is not on the same wavelength as you, and you're going to see something where you kind of get like, I feel you guys get turned off, And I think that's a very similar trait that Taurus and Leo have, where it's like, look, if you do something, I'm not going to cry. I'm literally just going to be disgusted. Like, what the fuck? You're capable of that? Oh, I'm good. No thanks. And that's that. All right. So for the past, guys, we have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Discs, all in the reverse. So there was something where you're realizing, look, this was not the path for me. The good thing is the worst that could have happened in all of this has happened, but there's something that made you feel like you were losing a lot, okay, in regards to abundance. This could be literal, this could be money, but this could be just, waking up and looking forward to the day. Maybe something really just like threw you off, okay? Let me just move some stuff around. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so why is this Ten of Swords here? We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's like the worst that could have happened has happened, and you don't want problems, all right? Two of Swords in the reverse. So these are very strong cards. Like, anytime you see swords, that's thinking, that's problem solving, and you guys are like, hell no to the problems or to the drama. Like, I'm out, okay? Why is this Two of Wands here? We have the Ace of Wands. So there's something that started here where there could have been a lot of passion. There could have, it could have been something very, very appealing, something very alluring, okay? But I don't think it was your path. So with the Devil card in the reverse, you guys are like, I just need to get myself out of this. And at first, it's like you debate, do I want this change or do I not? Okay, but you go for the change. So why is this 10 of Pentacles here? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, guys, this was very conflicting, whatever it is that you guys went through. And we have the Queen of Swords. Now, for some of you, you could have been dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others of you, I just think that's your energy. Like, fuck you, I'm over this. Look how it says independence underneath it, okay? So it's just like, I'm good off that. I'm good on my own. I'm good, okay? And at the bottom, you find yourself as the Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords in the reverse, and the 3 of Swords. So it's like, look, this may have disappointed me. This may have broken my heart, but I'm not going to lose sleep over this. And there's some cases where we can find out the truth and be sad, and I think that there was a bit of sorrow with this. But then there's that sense of, okay, well, at least I know. I know I wasn't crazy. I know that was going on. Like, I know. So you can kind of sleep at night, because even if the truth was an unfortunate one, at least you have it now. Okay? Now, what's beautiful is your present moment. We have the 4 of Discs, aka 4 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Swords. The 10 of Cups here, guys, that's your center card. All right, so this is like your power card. This is the core energy. Your core energy is extreme happiness. Okay, so that's what the focus is for this month. But you only get to this happiness because there's something that you have to protect yourself from. And I think it was something that was difficult to move away from. For some of you, with the 6 of Swords, this could also talk about a journey that is difficult. All right, maybe you're trying to get to some place in the country, but you have to update your passport. Or maybe the country's still closed off because of COVID, whatever. So it can be trouble traveling as well. Okay, but you guys, it's like you're on a high here. All right. Why is this 4 of Discs here? We have the Prince of Cups in the reverse. Something sounded good, but it was shit. Honestly, that's what it is. And you're protecting yourself now. All right. King of Wands in the reverse. So with the King of Wands in the reverse, this could be some sort of player energy. Okay, whether it's on your end or someone else's end. Or this could be, because the card says leadership here, right? Thank you so much for the 5 dia. But with the King of Wands in the reverse, and this whole leadership thing, it could be someone trying to keep power in a very corrupt way, okay? So it's that boss you fucking hate. And they just come down, they come into work, and I've worked at a place like this before, and it was just insane. I lasted about a week. But the manager's desk was literally in the front of the office. The cubicles were there and all that. And it was on a platform. So he would just sit there and look down at everyone and say, come on, let's get these numbers. And everyone fucking hated him. Like, if you go to the bathroom for more than 3 minutes, if you do that again, you're going to have to stay an extra hour. Like, those assholes that they can't control anything else in their life. So they come to work and they make people miserable. Okay? So it could be someone who tries to keep authority in the shittiest way possible. Okay? Why is this 10 of Cups here? And guys, I will be doing Virgo after this. I just do a personal reading in between each thing. So I'll do personal and then YouTube and personal YouTube. So in about an hour I should be on, or about half an hour rather. 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Discs. Okay, so you could be happy because you're in a place where financially things are very good, or you just feel very, very self-sufficient. But this is a sort of energy where it's like, yo, I'm so happy that I could do anything I want in life right now, and I don't even have to look at my bank account. I know the money's there. I know I'm not going to get declined. Okay, let's get one more card here. And it does say culmination under the 9 of Discs. So there's something that you're creating, and it's something that you have the power to create it all just within yourself. All right. We have the Queen of Discs in the reverse. And you know why? It's because you were pushed to a place where you're just fucking exhausted. Okay. It's kind of like what I feel here is even though someone can be invested in something, they're just so tired. that they're numb to it, okay? Thank you, Tikwa, for the 5. But this is something where I think that it's like you're going to look at the situation and you don't even have to ask the shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know everything. You tried everything. So it's like, I was too tired. For some of you, you could be in a bad financial place and then boom, something happens where now you're just bawling. Okay, but there's a lot of self-sufficiency here. All right, we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. We have the World card in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's something that you choose to leave in the past. This might even try to, come back into your life. But although you're not over it, it's like, and you're still upset about it, you're not going to build on it. You have the Prince of Discs, you have the Princess of Discs in the reverse. So this is something where you're slowly moving out of something, but you just don't want to be involved in something anymore. You just don't. Okay? Something was a waste of time to you. All right, so last card for the present moment, we have the 6 of Swords, a transition, having a tough time moving away from something. Oy. We have the King of Discs in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are over it. In my opinion, with how I've studied tarot in all these years, I think that the Pentacle energy is the most patient. It's the one that is able to endure the most. So the fact that you guys have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse, someone is just tired, someone is depleted. There's something that a person wasn't genuinely invested in at this point. Okay. Keep in mind the energies could be vice versa, so maybe this is how someone else feels towards you. All right? You're going to know which one it is. And you have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Again, look, I carried all these wands for as long as I could, but my arms got tired and I got weak and my arms gave out. I couldn't hold it anymore. Okay? I couldn't. That doesn't mean you're over it, but you're on your path. All right? You don't get over things overnight, but the way I see it is we have to take care of our future selves so much. Because a lot of people, the mistake that we make is we're so selfish, right? No, I want this now. I want to feel good now. Sure, you can have that person over. Sure, you can stay at that job right now because it's still paying you. And you'll feel great with this person today. But what does that do? It prolongs your healing. It prolongs the inevitable. So you guys have to put in your mindset where it's like, fuck, current me, although I love current me. Fuck them. I'm worried about future me. What do I have to do to set up that future me? Because you ain't it, and this job ain't it, and this energy ain't it. It's not it. So I'm thinking about my future. See you later. All right? Now, going into the future. We have the Princess of Swords in the reverse, the Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be one of two things, guys. Either you go cold turkey on something, it's like you're dead to them, and they don't hear from you again. Or you move out of something and you have some words to say. Okay, I see the Leos are capable of both here. All right. If this is communication that's happening, it's going to be kind of tense communication. It's going to be honest communication, but it could be honest in a way that you want to punch someone in the face. And don't punch anyone in the face. But it could be that sort of honesty where it's just like, oh, and by the way, I saw you gain 30 pounds, you fat fuck. So it's like, damn, you could have just said, hey, can we go to the gym together? It's like a very brutal honesty, okay? But you have the Strength card and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you become very empowered. You stand your ground, all right? And you move forward in such an amazing way. Something so huge comes in for you. Why is this Princess of Swords in the reverse? We have the 2 of Discs, okay? Whatever this is that you guys are cutting off, I don't think you're trying to stress it too much, but I feel like you're always on the fence about it. Like, even though I don't see you engaging, there can still be that thought of engaging. But I don't see you guys going through it because the main energy here is that you don't want to lose sleep at night. So you turn your back on whatever this is, guys. You don't accept it in your life anymore, and you have so much emotional fulfillment. This is something that's within your power, I feel, for a lot of you, okay? All right, so why is the Strength card here? We have the Justice card in the reverse. And we have the Chariot in the reverse. This is something that even though you're not 100% over it in the near future, it's something where you just can't be lied to. Look how beautiful this High Priestess is, okay? You cannot be lied to. All right, guys, when you have the High Priestess, I don't care what you're being told. I don't care what their friends told you. I don't care what your boss or HR told you. Don't listen to any of that shit. You're wasting your time. You go by your gut. All right, so it's a waste of time for you guys to even ask people for advice on what this is because you already know what you have to do. All right, you don't need confirmation from someone else. But this is something that was inevitable with the Chariot in the verse. You know, there's going to be a certain point where you weren't in the driver's seat anymore. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Swords. Okay. And we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Something that broke your heart, now you're almost fully healed from it. So something comes in where the healing is there, guys. And it's going to come in. But maybe it was a third-party situation in love, but it wasn't meant to be there. Okay, we have the Hierophant in the reverse. It was something that was too unstable. 4 of Wands in the reverse. And it would have definitely thrown you guys off your path. So that's why you have to give it that King of Swords energy. The King of Swords does what needs to get done. It's not that the King of Swords doesn't have emotions, but they're going to always, always, always choose logic. Yeah, I cried over you last night for an hour, but I still woke up. I still worked out. I still showed up to work. I still made my money, and I'm still the shit. Simple as that. And honestly, guys, there's going to be a transition that is so drastic that it's like part of you is still healing from something, but you're also so happy about something. And you know what this feels like? And this is a true story that happened to me. But I used to work at Foot Locker for a few years. I don't know why, because I just spent it all in sneakers. But I was about like 16 or 17. No, I just turned 17. And I'm at work, and me and the person I was dating, we kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's over. Leave me alone. I'm not doing this. And I'm like crying and I'm upset. And then I text my dad and I'm like, Dad, you know, I'm getting out of work in 3 minutes. Are you here? He's like, yeah, meet me in the usual spot. I go outside and I'm like, I don't see my dad. Like, where's his car? And then I hear a car honk and I look and I'm like, who the fuck's car is that? And I look and it's a brand new car, you know, brand new car off the lot. And he's like, you know, you earned this, babe. So, like, I just came out crying, and then I'm, like, screaming and laughing, and I'm so excited because, bitch, I got a car. I'm on wheels now. Like, it's a wrap. So that's the sort of energy you have where you walk out of the door in disappointment, but that brand new car is right there, okay? Not that a nice car is going to help anything, but it's just nicer to cry in a nice car than it is to walk home and cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, you know, a very good moment. There's a lot for you guys to celebrate here, all right? So let's get into the advice portion, all right? Let's see what Spirit is going to advise you guys for this month. If this is resonating with you guys so far, there is a link in the description below to donate and also an Amazon wish list. Thank you for those who donated during the live. Okay, and guys, recently, I don't know if you guys see my post. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. But there has been multiple people who have been impersonating me. They make Instagrams. They put all of my information. They contact people and they're like, hey, you know, can I read for you? I would never personally message anyone and ask if I could read for them. I'm too busy for that. I have to deal with the work that's already coming in. I would never advertise myself in that way. And the only place to get a reading, guys, is my website, highvibrationswithliz.com. If you're getting sent a WhatsApp number, anything like that, report them, screenshot it, send it to me. All right, because I got lawyers. I'm ready to put someone in jail. All right. So what is the advice? We have the Princess of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Discs. So that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. With the Princess of Swords, that could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Let's get at least one more card before we clarify these. Okay. And we have Justice card. All right, guys, this was a karmic change that was needed. But now I feel like your life is going to be so much more wholesome. All right. You were faced with a circumstance that was unfortunate, but you made the right choice. All right. And with that Judgment card upright, and we have the Prince of Wands here, you're going to start over. You're going to do what you need to do, but something wasn't successful. And that's okay. You know it. You see it for what it is. You're not going back to it. All right. Why is this Princess of Swords here? We have the Seven of Discs. Why is this Queen of Discs here? Six of Swords in the reverse. There's going to be a lot of time for self-love as well. For some of you, you could specifically be having a hard time moving away from Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or something that had to do with finances. All right. But you see the truth in something. You realize that there was lessons learned here. And Spirit is saying, be patient and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and be honest with those around you so that you can avoid any unnecessary bullshit. Spirit is saying to stand your ground. Okay? Definitely stand your ground here. There's going to be some of you that question that messed up situation. And it's like, did I do the right thing? You did. So don't doubt it, okay? Don't doubt it. Three of Wands reversed. Prince of Cups. So yeah, something is just not being built on anymore. You have the Seven of Wands again, so to keep standing your ground. And you have the World card, guys. Okay? A chapter is closing, but an amazing one is coming in. Okay, the universe is a great card to get. It's a new chapter. But someone or something just couldn't come with you. You had to change course. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in, for those who are catching me live right now. But I love you guys. Take care.